Cry Freedom Soundbite number 42, Monday the 4th of December 2017. Oh, you know when you can't get the words of a song out of your head? I get knocked down, but I get up again. I can't stop singing that because it's just so relevant to the moment, and it's funny how we all, although it isn't, how we all sort of seem to feel the same things at the same time. It's obviously part of the way it's meant to be, because the theme for the last few days seems to have been very much so the fact that, again, and I've known this anyway, it's not all about loving, it's about finding that love through facing the dark. You can't do it without, one cannot be without the other. And so until the fear is faced in every single way, you can't get to the other side, because that would just be too easy and just completely unmeaningful and unlearning, and it has to be that way, and we have to embrace it, hard as it bloody is when it hits you. And I've had a few of those moments over the last week or so. But you're obviously going to feel it a little bit when it gets you, but the important thing is the other side of that, isn't it? So you go through that bit, you face it, you see it for what it really is, and then you move on stronger and wiser. In a nutshell, that's it. And there's no point in hiding when these things happen or feeling bad or guilty, and again, we all tend to, but don't, because, and I'm not going to be anymore because, and I have, but there's no point, because again, it's all part of the process, and it's almost like maybe a kick up the arse that you need to get. So that's why we need to embrace these things, and that's why I keep thinking of that song. And I just was saying on Facebook about how the other message I've been getting so strongly the last couple of days too, and it's been a long one, but more strongly recently, is that these next couple of years, this year has been very important, 2017, and the next 2 or 3 years are probably the most important ever for this, because it's like we've been given that twist around, and it's happened, and now it's about us stepping up and doing it. That's what it's about now, in so many different ways. The ones that see that they're here to do that are going to be doing it in loads and loads and loads of different ways, and we've got to, again, embrace all these different ways and not say our way is the right way. It's all a tapestry, a jigsaw, it's all part of it, and we all come together because we all fit together. So it's a process in which there are many parts. I can't say that more than that's just what I'm so feeling now, and each little part's going to contribute something so valuable that it's just going to be incredible. I've got a hell of a busy few days coming up, but I want to read out I've been listening to this wonderful lady that I've been talking about recently, CINDY KAY CURRIER, and she runs this site called American Law of the Land. I think that's what it's called. Natural Law of the Land. I can't remember the exact title, but it's about a natural law, essentially, going back to this natural law, which is a way to live, a way to get, as she describes it, it's not the final solution, it's a way to get to a final solution, and that's the important key part. So I'm going to be reading that out. It's going to be probably a fairly long audio, so it's a few pages, but it's important, and it's important to vocalise, and that's what we've all got to do at the moment. So I'm going to be moving in, well, let's put it this way, by the end of this week I shall be inserted in my little place on a small holding farm down in Wales. So a busy week for me, and that was a few of the daunting moments I've had this week. It's not so much the move, well, it's not getting there and doing it. I'm made up with that bit, I love that bit, but it's the actual transition which is the hard bit, moving a whole life into a little small space and moving it. That's the hard bit, but it's a challenge that needs to be faced, and it's so synonymous, isn't it? And allegorical, and whatever you want to call it. It's so well timed, and I know a lot of us are going through big changes at the minute in our lives, in our situations, and again, that's setting us up to do this job. So let's just do it, okay? And support each other and help each other and let stuff out and speak and again vocalise. That's so much part of this process, and that's what I'm going to be doing as always. So I'll leave it there for now, just a short one. Take care everybody, and I will see you when I get there.